weather means your visibility will be limited out there and have adverse effects on your sensors.
You know what? I'm gonna put you in the Dark Star. I'm gonna put you in a night. I'm gonna put you in the weirdest looking mech there ever was. And that should do it. But yeah, I figure probably by 2060, 2080, they'll be done with this shit. They'll be able to laugh again at everything, and politicians will figure some other way to piss people off.
Yeah.
So they'll stop laughing.
Make contact with friendly forces and prepare for incoming hostiles. You've reached the target, Commander.
But this isn't a base.
Are you sure it's a base?
That's what they said. I'm supposed to protect the garrison. It's not even a garrison.
Nothing on scopes at the moment, but don't get comfortable. Hostiles have been reported in the
Yeah.
area.
Maybe a Mr. Garrison. I don't know. Maybe that's what they meant.
Beetle we're after. Take it out.
Target acquired.
Confirmed, Commander. Moving on target. On our way.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty.
On mark, at waypoint.
More enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander.
Oh no, they're gunning for me.
Oh no. Not gunning.
Our employer wants this area cleared of all tanks.
All guns on shared target.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Ooh, an acquisition.
New slaves?
No, stolen parts.
Acquired.
Ah,
That's what acquisitioning means in a military. Taking something that does not belong to you but somebody else. And then using it for your own good.
I feel, Commander. It's about to go all explodey.
Explodey.
Spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way.
Oh no, not my way. What if I don't want them to swing by my way? Or swing my way? Hey, that didn't sound right.
Commander.
Right. It's that month again. I keep forgetting. You guys have that month.
That Black History Month that we're the only ones in the fucking world that have.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a Black History Month in Canada?
Because we
Don't have any black people for one. It's too cold. I get it, but you know, hey.
we do, but they're like, it's not like it's a demand. We know what they kind of participated in, and a lot of them kind of fled up here. Some actually came through whatever systems to get here.
Some Harriet Tubman.
Yeah. Well, what was our first African individual in Canada? It was DaCosta. Oh God, it just
Martin Luther Queen.
I wish
That would have been hilarious.
it would have been hell. Yeah, no, no, with Matthew. Yeah, it's Mathieu Matthew. DaCosta was the first actual African American of heritage that was in Canada.
Let's make our quarter.
Yeah, they arrived with French explorers.
Heading on a trajectory that intersects with your position.
He liked the place so much that he never left. Yeah, it was like the 1600s. Yeah. Yeah, that's as far as I remember in any form of Black history up here.
I'm supposed to know Black history because they were teaching this when. No, they weren't actually. No, but were they?
No, they were not. They were just teaching history.
Oh, that's right. And I still know nothing about my history, so yeah. I mean, I don't even know white
I know
history.
that everybody was pretty much fucked in the beginning. Everybody was eventually dished out as a slave in some way, whether it be white, black, Costa Rican, or whatever. And yeah.
I mean, fuck, everybody had slaves.
Well,
I mean,
the Slavs is where we get the name or the root name slaves.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but I remember that the Slavs were kind of a certain characteristic in a certain ethno state.
Yeah, I think you're right too. They had a certain color to them.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it wasn't very dark.
Yeah. I mean, you had Chinese people slaving Chinese people and other Asians.
Yeah, oh yeah, I mean,
everybody had plenty to go around. I don't understand.
Yep, I know.
And all we learn about is Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and now we're not even allowed to teach those anymore. So what do we teach in Black History Month, I wonder now?
I don't know.
Because Martin Luther King was a fool, and Malcolm X was a traitor. They're both race traitors. That's how they teach it now. They treated them.
Well, I know, but Malcolm X, he was the only one that actually kind of told the truth, and to avoid the liberal, because the liberal-minded individual was going to destroy the black economy and a few other different things. And guess what? They did.
Oh yes, I said the black and white liberal. The black and just the liberal. Let's just call it what it is. The liberal.
No, I just simply say liberal because that's what his major quotes were all about. It was always the liberal, the liberal-minded person.
Yeah.
Had the more of the trust me, I'm an ally kind of bullshit, where the Republican was, or the conservative, was a little bit more. You knew he was the enemy, but at least he was honest.
Well, what was it? They were like, you have to work for everything you get. It should not be given to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But then there are people who can't do it, and they're like, it should be given to me. And I'm like, no, that's not how this works.
No.
I mean, we're already starting, here's the thing. The 5 cops that beat down the black guy, welcome to equity.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's when I saw that. So my first question, actually first thought and first question at the same time was, is this a black on black crime or police violence?
Both, really. I mean, realistically, they're gonna kind of overlook that black on black crime, but they're just gonna say police
No, I mean,
brutality.
honestly, because it can't be both. And then they
It
said,
used to be.
now it
used
can
to
be
one
both.
time. Yeah,
And then you find out-
It used to be that it could be both. Now it can only be one or the other.
And I found out it's funny, these guys were in gangs. These
I'm not
guys
surprised.
were in gangs. All of them. Not a few
Again,
of them. Not surprised. I mean, the way they were acting didn't really. It had a gang mentality. They just switched out the gang for the police now.
Yeah, no.
And we're going back to that mentality because we had that back in the 20s, the
yes, we did.
1800s, where the police were just another gang.
Oh yeah, no, and that was pretty
better-
much there was like better, well armed gang.
Yeah, and we're going back to that because guess what? You guys decided, oh, the police are evil. Well, all the good police left because they got tired of this shit.
All you left is whatever was available to it. So, yeah.
They dropped the
my
standards.
my personal favorite quote from Malcolm X was, "Without education, you're not going anywhere in this world." So he was correct. You need to put proper education in that gray matter that you have on top. Otherwise, you
That make is going critical.
you go nowhere quick. But hey, we can't talk about that.
I don't know about you. I'll talk about it.
I know, but that's.
I mean, you have to
Actually,
watch
yeah.
out because your prime minister's trying one last ditch effort to arrest the entire country.
He can try, but I don't think he'll be able to do it. He's got his own little issues because right now he still has a minority government, and the coalition that he had is not doing so well.
I heard that they were talking about. Oh, we're talking about here. It's funny. They took away guns in Canada. I said, no, they didn't. The providences have said no. They passed a law. The providence said no. You're not
Pretty
allowed to do
much.
that.
Actually, they tried to pass a law.
Oh,
and
it
the
didn't pass?
provinces didn't pass. The provinces still said no, even that law was going to pass or not. They were like, yeah, no fucking way. And the conservatives pretty much got the liberals to walk back that idea again.
Well, even his own government was like.
Yeah.
Even his own government was like, no. His own people betrayed him in this one, and that was.
Yeah, I know. It is.
That's never happened to
is-
him before. That's.
Well, not that often or right in front of everybody, but it has happened.
And he couldn't.
Anytime it does happen, he changes his caucus. You ever notice he changes his house anytime that somebody kind of gets out of control?
He can't do it anymore. There's nobody else to
he's got no
trade.
one left, so
He's stuck with who he's got. That's the hilarious part because that's the thing. He knew he had these people that were that way right now, and he would have gotten rid of them if he could. But the thing is, these are the least bad people who
he's
hate
got
him.
left. Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. The walls are closing in for him. He's pretty.
Oh
much,
yeah, no. It's something I was expecting with Trudeau eventually over time. His love for China, it's like he's trying to rule the country like the Chinese would.
Oh no, it is exactly what he's trying to do. I mean, a lot of people were commenting on that video who would take out Xi Jinping, and there were a lot of comments that said Trudeau would give him run for his money. And I'm like,
Pretty much. I mean, we all know it up here. We're like, yeah, you talk a good game as quote unquote leader. We put that in air quotes. You're a leader of a minority government. Not once,
government,
but twice. You're screwed. You're not going anywhere. No matter how much you want to do these fucking things, you have to get one of the other larger constituents to say, yeah, we're going with it. And you had one which would help you get over that edge, which was the NDP. But since they're not getting anything out of this deal, they've walked off. So you can't talk to the Bloc. The Green's not going to help you worth damn because they only have like 2 seats. So you're screwed.
No, they are really screwed. Watch one man fuck himself because that was what it was.
That was glorious.
It was a
glorious
one
to
man
watch it.
fucking. It was
It
a
was.
one.
It was one of those beautiful, glorious shit shows to have. I mean, I love the amount of energy that went out on the American side of media to kind of go, well, up in Canada, they're trying to suicide everybody. Well, that was walked back. You can't do it anymore, which is a reason of why that
Our government
lady
was. Our government was really hoping that would happen.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, Biden was drooling, man. Biden was drooling.
know.
Over that. I could get rid of problems.
Yeah, and it's like, ah, God damn it, Canada.